Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous is the Netflix series by DreamWorks and began in 2020 and ended its run in 2022. It tells the story of a group of young teenagers who attend the Jurassic World campus on the opposite side of Isla Nublar. However, when dinosaurs are on the loose, the group must explore around the island trying to find a way out, and throughout the series, the group of teenagers become better friends. So, Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous. I remember when I first looked at the trailers and I thought it looked good, but the animation kind of put me off. It just, at first glance, it looked kind of odd. But if you remember correctly, last year, me and Indominus Rex 01 did a video for our 17th birthday called Top 5 Favorite TV Shows. And Indominus, one of his favorite TV shows, was Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous. And he told me a bit about it. And so, with the positive attitude, I decided, you know what, let's see if the show is worth watching. So I remember last year, me and Indominus Rex 01, we actually watched a few episodes of the first season on a video call. And I was really surprised with how engaging the first episode was. I thought this first season was really good. And it motivated me to watch the show as quickly as possible because I was really surprised. This series is really, really good. And I honestly think it actually is better than all of the other Jurassic Park and World movies, except for the first Jurassic Park. It's better than the other 5 films. I'm being serious. That's how I feel about this show. I think it's really good. The story is fairly simple. It's just a bunch of kids. They're on a journey. They're trying to grow as friends and everything. It's kind of stuff we know, but the execution of it is pretty strong. There's good heart in the show, there's some good action, there's some good humor, some good dialogue, especially between the main characters. It's just, I was so surprised with how good the story is. It's fairly simple, yes, but the execution is pretty good. So yeah, the show has a pretty solid story. The animation, at first glance, is a little poor at first glance, but you get used to it. And then after that, the animation actually improves as the seasons go on. So the animation is pretty nice actually. And the characters, for the most part, are very strong too. Darius was a very compelling main protagonist in the show. I enjoyed his arc throughout the 5 seasons, and I really liked his leadership skills with the group. Ben was pretty good, but when his more independent character arc began, I was really surprised with how well written he was and how engaging his story was. Kenji, while may start off as the generic know-it-all idiot, he grows as a character, and his story arc in the final season is really well written and very interesting to see. Brooklyn I thought was going to be really annoying, and while she starts off as a little bit annoying in the beginning, she actually grows as a character and becomes more likable as the show goes on. Yasmin was definitely the show's strongest female character, and her chemistry with the others was really well done, especially with Sammy, who is also a pretty solid character, and the way their story is wrapped up, it's very nicely done. There's some good side characters, and the villains are good. They could use a little bit more development, but I feel the final season probably had the best antagonist. But I just think the show, when it comes to its villains, the villains could have used just a little bit more character development. That's all, really. And the show's music is pretty good. However, there is one thing I find absolutely hysterical, and I mean absolutely hilarious about this show. Whenever something bad happens to the characters, and something bad is about to happen, and when the end credit plays, they play the Jurassic Park theme, but it's so inappropriately timing, because pretty much, it's played like this. So I just thought it was hilarious. Whenever something bad was about to happen to the characters at the end of the episode, and then it cuts to the credits and they play that music, it's just so inappropriately timed in my opinion. So yeah, I really like this series, and I would like to dedicate this review to Indominus Rex 01 for telling me about it. Overall, Camp Cretaceous is a very solid show with a nicely told story, solid animation, strong characters, and pretty good music. It's definitely a show worth watching on Netflix. I'm going to give Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous an 8 out of 10. So yes, that's my review for Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous. What do you guys think of the show? Let me know down in the comments below. And once again, thank you Indominus Rex01 for telling me about the show. If it wasn't for you, I probably wouldn't have watched it in the first place. So there's your shout out. So stay tuned for the next review, for whatever that will be. And until then, take care everyone. Thank you for watching and skadoosh.